Thanks for joining us. We're here today with Levi Lelis, assistant professor at the University of Alberta and a fellow with the Alberta Machine Intelligence Institute. Levi uses machine learning in order to create systems that can generate knowledge that's usable by humans, especially within the games domain. Levi, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Spencer.
To start off with, could you please tell us a little bit about your research interests?
Yeah, for sure. So I did my training as a PhD here at the University of Alberta on heuristic search. So heuristic search is a subfield of artificial intelligence that deals with combinatorial search problems. Maybe like the canonical example that I like to give people is GPS. Like as you get in your car and you want to get somewhere, then you can set up an address, and the GPS is going to give you the route that you should follow in order to get to that address. So in order to find the route, we're running behind the scenes there a heuristic search algorithm, finding the step by step in order to achieve that goal of getting to that address. This is a very general idea. You could apply this to very different domains.
So maybe if you could, please tell us about one particular research avenue that you're particularly excited about these days.
Yeah, so there's a research project that my research group is currently investigating related to program synthesis. So program synthesis is the task of having a computer program writing programs for us. So it's the idea of you get a task, and instead of getting somebody to write code in order to solve that task, we have a system that's going to write code for us to solve that task. And it all boils down to a heuristic search problem. The kind of problems that we're applying this right now is computer games. So we have a system that's able to write code for playing a game. And the inspiration that we have here is related to recent successes that AI had, like for instance, AlphaZero, AlphaGo, AlphaStar, all these amazing systems for learning how to play games and surprising professional Go players in different very challenging games, like for instance, in the game of Go. But the problem is uh, we can't really understand what's going on the decision making process used by AlphaGo, because all the information is being stored in a deep neural network. It's really hard for us to inspect and understand what's going on inside that deep neural network. We're trying to achieve to have a system that's able to learn something as strong as what we have for AlphaGo and AlphaZero and all these amazing recent successes that we have, but that we can encode the solution as a computer program. Because once we have a computer program, then we might be able to open up the hood and see what's going on inside and understand the strategy that was learned by the system.
So it definitely sounds like there's interesting ways that computers can surprise us and do things that are maybe unexpected or not so intuitive to humans, but that we can learn a great deal from, as long as we can actually look inside those systems to learn a little bit more.
Exactly. One way of learning from the systems is by seeing them playing. Like for instance, if you want to learn how to play Go better, then by watching AlphaGo play, you might learn something from it. But it would be really nice and more effective if the system was able to transfer more easily that information that it learned. Then we might be able to extract this strategy manuals from the information that was learned by the system. And I strongly believe that one way to move forward is through program synthesis. So we have this project where we have a system that learns how to play a real-time strategy game, and then what it learned, it's going to be encoded in as a computer program. So the strategy for playing the game is represented as a computer program.
Well, that's some really fascinating stuff. Sounds like there's a lot of opportunities to connect human knowledge and AI knowledge together and really kind of move things forward in fantastic ways. Thank you so much for sharing those projects with us today.
Thanks, Spencer. It was my pleasure.